What was your first Bedlam experience like?
It was awesome. A lot of people there. I had heard it was going to be a crazy game going into it, but I guess I wasn't really prepared for how many people were there. But it was really awesome to experience that for the first time.
What was it like for you post game whenever people are jumping down on the field and things like that?
It was awesome. I've never been to any sporting event where this field has been rushed, and so being a part of the team that caused that to happen was incredible. Being run into by fans, taking pictures after the games and stuff, it was an awesome experience.
Were you able to get off in a timely manner? Did you want to get off in a timely manner?
Not at all, honestly. It was like anytime I would try and leave, I'd hear my name, and I felt bad not taking pictures, so I was like, I'll stay with these guys and I'll take pictures. And then finally a security guard came over and was like, hey, they need you in the locker room. So then I went with him.
Can you talk about what you've learned the past 2 days for you, just about yourself and the team?
Honestly, just always be ready for anything. Like, the unexpected needs to be the expected, honestly. Like, I came in not thinking I was gonna redshirt, and now that redshirt's gone, but I'm showing that I can perform out here, and I've just got to expect the unexpected all the time.
Leon, is that tough to go through a situation where you kind of thought you were going to be here next year, and now you're kind of, I guess, injury-wise forced to burn the red shirt?
It's not tough in the football aspect for me. It's more tough that I thought I was going to have another year with my friends and stuff here, with the coaches and everything, and relationships I built outside of football. That's really the tough spot for me, but I'm ready to play, and I'm ready to ball out the rest of the season.
Is that hard to just jump into action like that?
No, I've been ready to play the whole time. It's just that really, like, the football aspect, like playing and everything, wasn't really the tough part. It's really just the social that was kind of eating at me a little bit. Yeah.
How much of an opportunity has this been for you, though, and will it continue to be?
A huge opportunity. Like, as I've said before in previous interviews, I thought I was going to be getting my master's right now, going to be getting my master's in teaching and starting to do that, and so. This really wasn't, D1 Power 5 football was never really something I expected my life to, a path for my life, and so it's just, I'm taking every opportunity I get.
Still on that academic track, or you have to wait on that now too?
We'll see what happens. Well, right now I just got a second bachelor's, so now after this December I'll have a second bachelor's degree. And so we'll see what happens with next semester and what training and stuff looks like after this, but just kind of focusing on what's on the now and finishing the season out. Yeah.
I don't think I've got to talk to you so far this season. Can you kind of recap how you made your way from George Fox to Stillwater?
Yeah, so I had a crazy senior season, a 2022 season at George Fox, and the entire time I was telling my friends, like, they were asking if I was coming back, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go home, get my master's, do an online school. And then I had a couple people come up to me and tell me to enter the transfer portal and see what would happen. Answered it, didn't hear much for a little bit, and then Josh Gonzalez called me up on like a Wednesday and said, hey, flight's booked Friday, you ready? I said, well, I was planning on transferring in the fall, but honestly, let's go. And so then came here, loved it, committed like 5 days later.
What was the 2020 season like for you? Because obviously I think I went to a D2 school around that time. Did D3 cancel too?
D3 moved it to spring, so we had, I guess it depended on the school. So like, if you've ever heard of Linfield University, they're a big D3 school on the West Coast. They didn't play at all. They didn't play any games. They just practiced in the fall. My school played 2 games against Pacific University, 2 games in the spring, but I chose to play baseball because I was doing both sports. And baseball at that time got a full season of playoffs and everything, so I was like, kind of way better decision.
What was that like? Have you ever played baseball before though?
No, yeah. I was a dual sport athlete there, yeah.
Whenever you entered the portal, what were kind of your expectations, and I guess how many different schools had reached out?
I'm not really sure what my expectations were. Like, a lot of people, my whole life, my dad and people have told me, like, you have the body to be a D1 football player, but I'm not sure if I really ever believed that myself. I was just kind of playing football because I love playing football. I wasn't really trying to look for the big screen or all the fame and stuff that comes with it. I love playing football, so I'm gonna do it when I can. And then entered it, didn't hear really anything. Like, I heard a couple things from smaller D2 schools and a couple other D3s, but I was like, if I'm gonna continue playing football, I'm gonna try to go big. And so like, I just kind of sat there and waited. And then OSU hit me up, and that was when it kind of took off. Because after I announced they offered me, a couple other schools offered me after that, but these guys were the ones that found me, so I kind of chose here.
What was your high school recruitment like? How'd you end up at George Fox?
I didn't really focus on like getting myself out there in high school. I think that's what my issue was. Like, you see a lot of guys going to camps and getting rated and stuff. Like, I was more interested in just playing the sports I love. So I was playing football, and then once football season was over, I moved into summer baseball and spring baseball, and so I never really did all the extra camps and everything, and tried to get my name noticed, and just kind of took what was given to me. And so George Fox came and visited our school, and visited there and chose there after visiting.
With you burning your red shirt now, and you mentioned you thought you were going to have more time to develop and all these things, is it almost you lock in more now in a way because this is it?
I'm not sure if I want to say I'm more locked in. I want to say I'm just more like realizing like, okay, I need to show myself now, instead of I get to build up and get another year to get my name known a little bit. But now it's just, now is my time, and I need to show that whenever my name is called, I can show.
What do you